Motion,
Oh, that's my motion.
do I have a second?
I second.
Seconded by Mrs. Martinez. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Thank you. Moving on to item H, consideration action to appoint members to the 4A board to include or reappoint of current members, appointment to fill vacancies and/or replace existing members.
Madam Mayor, I nominate Bill Gleason, Joey Tejada, Jacob Gauna, Billy Herrera, and Daniel Tejada.
Can you repeat that, please?
Yes, can you repeat that?
We're gonna keep the same ones, but instead of Gloria Martinez, we're gonna add Jacob Gauna.
Thank you.
I take that as a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Jimenez. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Okay. 4-0. Okay, moving on to I, consideration and action to appoint members to the Convention, Tourists and Visitors Advisory Board.
I nominate Laura Cardenas and Crystal Nabla.
Can you repeat those names again?
Laura Cardenas, Crystal Nabla, Knoblock.
Okay.
Could you repeat the spelling on that, please?
Knoblock.
I think the applications are.
The applications
Yes,
is
sir.
May I make a comment on that?
Yes, sir.
If you will, please, but we need to notify the boards that need to name one to this particular board, being FEC, 4A, and of course,
Right, and as city manager, can we make sure that
Yes,
that
the city
happens?
secretary will do that following this meeting to notify all the board members.
thank you.
Thank you.
And I just want to make a comment, Madam Mayor,
Yes.
that we are having members on board. So let there be no dispute that this council is bringing new members on board.
Moving on to item K, consideration action to appoint members to the Zoning Board of Adjustments.
Just real quick. On item I, Madam Mayor, there was a motion for by Cantu. I don't think it was second. I don't think there was a vote.
Okay, I have a motion on the floor for item I. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Ms. Jimenez. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Okay. Now moving on to item K, consideration action.
What's that, Jay?
Jay. Yes, that's the one I was going to. Okay. Consideration action to appoint members to the Planning and Zoning Committee.
Planning and zoning is Philip Vipon, Terry Harley, Randy Brewitt, Ray Lambert, and Roy Adler.
Any questions by the council on those? And after all the decisions are made, if the city secretary can email us the complete list, I would appreciate it. Okay, I have a motion on the floor by Mrs. Cantu. Do I have a second?
I second.
Seconded by Mrs. Martinez. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Thank you. Okay. Moving on to item L, consideration action to appoint the Floresville trustee to the Phelps Board of Trustees to serve a 4-year term.
Miss,
Okay.
Adjustment.
the zoning boards of adjustments, we're gonna table it because not enough applications were made.
Okay.
So that's a motion to table is?
I have a motion on the floor to table.
The zoning board of adjustments.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Second. Okay. Okay, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Okay, now, consideration action to appoint the Floresville trustee to the Phelps Board of Trustees to serve a 4-year term.
I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to have Daniel Tejada replace Ignacio Vasquez, who has turned out for the Phelps Board.
I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
I'll answer this comment.
seconded by Mr. Ortiz. Any citizens' comments? All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Thank you. Okay, moving on now to item M, consideration and action to approve landscaping contractor for the sports complex.
Mayor, may I report to council?
First of all, Mayor and City Council, I want to apologize for my tardiness in getting this in your package. Just that I became grandma on Tuesday and I wasn't in the office.
Congratulations.
Oh, Jeremiah. Okay, so what I know, Jeremiah, yes, 8 pounds, 12 ounces. Okay, so what I'm going to say, what you have before you is a draft. If you notice the watermark, it is listed as a draft. And so we've been playing around with this for some time, so it is now time for us to bid for the contractor, landscaping contractor for the city of Floresville to do our Floresville Sports Complex. Okay? And so what I'm asking you to do is that I need to be able to go out to bid, receive some bids and proposals. EDC in last year's budget budgeted $50,000 to help assist to pay for that. And then also they budgeted in this year's budget, the current budget that we're in now, $50,000 to do landscaping. And so we have not tapped into any of those funds, so that's what we're going to use to pay for that. We also have, we've had several meetings. Actually, we had a meeting here with some of the youth groups of the football and the baseball people. And so the idea of that, for them to sign their youth agreement, is actually to contribute to some of those funds. We haven't actually worked on all that, but they've come back. And we're getting ready to start opening season. They're advertising already for applications, and they've given me the date of March 25th to have their opening day. So your city secretary will be following from that, so we can all be there for the real throwing out of the ball and actually playing on the fields this time. And so that's what this is doing. So it's not to replace a position, because I am coming to you in January to fill that position that's going to be watching the fields. This is just a maintenance, what we need to do. So I'm asked, if you look at, for us to do the specifications, to not be mailed, for them to come pick it up, walk around and see the site on December 28th at 9 o'clock. They just need to see it. There's also a copy of a site plan. Sometimes landscapers can do it from, a site plan, but sometimes, most time, people need to walk those fields to see them. We've done some temporary type of things, security for, and thank you, Councilman, for a minute to introduce me to sticker burrs, but we have those out there.
Stinker.
And then, of course, the fire ants and those kind of things. We've been treating, but we need to have them to dress the fields and those things are there, and we have that. The attorney has a copy of it, and she's going to fine-tune any of my language. One of the things that is new to, we're adding to all of our bids, asking all of our vendors to do, is on page 9, a conflict of interest questionnaire. Okay? And so on all of our future bids, and all of our vendors will have to complete the conflict of interest questionnaire. It'll be like their an application that we're making everyone do on an annual basis. So that's new, right under the checklist on page 8. So this is it, and what I'm asking for is for you to give me permission to go out to bid and advertise. If you have any comments or things, let me know. And so hopefully Tom will turn around, and at your first meeting in January, we can open the bids. We'll open them on the 7th. We can present the results to you and recommendations. We're asking for insurances. We're asking somebody who has at least 2 years experience doing this, because this is not just somebody who's going to come and cut grass. This is somebody who's going to maintain and cut those fields. For the record, Chaz was very helpful, so I can have the right type of language to top dress the fields, the light rolling of the fields, aeration, edge mounting, those type of terms are in here that we're requiring them to do. The removal of the skin of the fields so that we can be ready, because we can't have that grass in the sand and those kind of things. But we're not forgetting about the football either, because the football fields have to be prepped, the one that's existing and the one that is to be. So it's a draft. If you have any comments or anything for that, let me know. those.
Is there a
kind of things.
budget amount?
Well, the budget amount right now is that we transferred $50,000 into our budget from last year from EDC. Thank you so much, EDC. And then they have budgeted to transfer another $50,000 in this year's budget. So there'll be about $100,000 in there to support this, as well as any funds that we do receive from the youth groups. I don't have a number yet. They haven't come back to sign the agreement, but before they're allowed to play on those fields, they'll have to sign.
And they pay, right, to play on the field, or?
Well, the Little League idea is that they pay like one lump sum to play, and then they can play the fields and have their schedule. Mr. Tackett and I had a proposed meeting, but he's a fireman, so he wasn't able to make that meeting. But we've had several meetings, and football is willing to play as well, but their season starts sometime in July, so your baby doesn't play football.
And also, Ms. Turner, that $50,000 is also gonna cover that one individual that's gonna be working there?
No, ma'am. That is gonna come after the hotel motel tax, and you've approved that in your money. So we're splitting between hotel motel tax, because we are anticipating that they're gonna have the adults come play, there's gonna be heads to beds, and then admin. So it's a split between the city and our hotel motel tax. And that person is supposed to be there to turn the lights, turn off the lights, make sure toilet paper's in there. You need to make sure that nobody drives that truck up too close to where they need to go. And so we need to have somebody out there to watch those fields. It'll be a learning curve for ourselves because we never actually had that, but definitely when you start having people rent the fields, people will just show up and start playing. No, you can't play. And so that's what that person's supposed to do, to watch our fields. And let us if there's any problems. The 4B, the 4A has, they do have a liquor license, and so we'll have to talk about that. But during the Little League games, there will be no alcohol sold, and so we're allowed to do that. But there will be some revenue generated from that sales there, that we have an opportunity for when the adults play. But when the kids are playing, there'll be no alcohol.
The concession stand is gonna be hard.
When we're renting out to adults fields, yes ma'am, there will be
How
alcohol.
about for the,
For the Little Leagues?
no?
No, it's really a fundraiser for them. I can go back to my band, Booster Time, selling nachos while running uniforms.
Okay.
And so it'll be their revenue.
That's a moneymaker.
The concession stand?
Have a comment?
If I may, Madam Mayor, can I ask one question of Ms. Turner, just real quick?
Yes.
Under 3.3, Henrietta, I noticed on there it says grass shall be moved based on a frequency of 3 parentheses 2 times per
Oh,
month.
sorry. There you go.
Okay. Just wondering if this is a draft, correct?
Yes, ma'am, it is a drive.
Okay.
And I found one too, and I was like, damn, you look at your bike. There's a football one on 3.5.
Okay.
Don't need a 3.5.
Madam Mayor, I have a question.
Yes. Ms.
Um,
Jimenez.
Ms. Turner, you indicated that you have the 50,000 from the previous funds and then the other 50,000 for this current fiscal year
Yes.
to play with starting January, correct? And it's a 2-year contract term, so will the, whoever's awarded the contract, will they have an understanding that the following year they would not expect to receive 100,000?
Well, I don't think we
work
should.
with? It would just be the 50 if it's budgeted again, correct?
The big process is for them to tell us how much it will cost them to do something. And then at the beginning of any initials to start up, it's going to be more. That's what we have to bid to see what the price will be. That is our budget. That's our notes to do. And there's other things we can do to help the field, but this is just the basic maintenance. So it's a ballpark figure. So that's if they come in and say they can do this for 48,000, that's much better.
Ms. Turner, so this person is gonna come 2 times per month?
They're gonna come more than 2 times a month, we told them they have to cut it. They have to come and treat the field, fertilize it, but to actually mow it, special mow it, to prep the fields to get ready. We have to be able to do that.
I thought we were gonna hire somebody to cut.
It's 2 different things. So when the landscaper comes, he's coming to cut so that we can be ready to maintain it. And then the person that we're gonna hire is gonna cut for in between. And some of that funding that the councilman was talking about is we need to buy a special lawnmower that's just designed for that. I can't use our existing equipment because it'll cross-contaminate.
So we're gonna use that money to buy a lawnmower, those $50,000?
Yes.
Okay, because we're not gonna pay them for them to come 24 times and paying $50,000, right?
No, but you do have a list of everything else that they have to do under 3.4?
This is not your typical just cut the grass and build landscaping. They have to prep or dress these fields, and if we're gonna make this fields competitive play, then we need to make sure that they're ready to be competitive
I'll
play.
read this.
Yes, ma'am. And make any comments, it is a draft, it's not going anywhere until you are looking at.
I'll make a motion to approve your draft
Okay.
and just move forward.
Mrs. Martinez has questions first, but I have that on.
Henry, as far as, I know that we were talking about at one meeting also to hire somebody to like upkeep concession and what you were saying about a while ago. When is that gonna come?
I'm gonna ask permission to hire that position in January, and I'll have a job description for you at that time.
I thought that it had been approved already.
It has been approved.
No.
This is something brand new, Councilwoman. What we have done now is that anytime we're gonna fill a vacancy, we have to ask the council's permission to do so. So I'll be back to ask you to approve that position to be filled, as the chief did earlier today, and I'll have a job description for you as to what the duties are for that person, and even what we have budgeted for the pay scale, because I know that'll be a question as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
So we
yes,
had
ma'am.
discussed it.
Oh, yes, ma'am, and you have approved it as well as far as that position. But we were able to save for one quarter of not having to pay a full-time employee. It is a full-time position too, Councilwoman. That,
You got a motion on the floor.
Okay, I have a motion on the floor to accept the landscape maintenance service bid, to go forward with it. Do I have a second?
I second.
Seconded by Mrs. Martinez. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Thank you. Okay, moving on to item N, consideration and action to approve the purchase of a John Deere backhoe.
okay. And thank you, Council, for that approval. If you have any notes, scribble on it, let me know so that we get it going. So now what we have here is equipment, and I think Councilman Jimenez mentioned earlier that we use some of our equipment to fix streets and to do something. And so a backhoe is a very important piece of equipment. We actually currently own 2 backhoes. One of them is at the sewer plant, and they use those to fill in their holes, those kind of things. And I can guarantee you, you don't want to use that one that's at the sewer plant. The second one that we have is in the water department, and Andreas, typically, if you see him fixing a hole or there's a major water main break, it's usually Andreas on that backhoe, and the water department uses their backhoe daily. Potholes is the nemesis of our street department. Right now, they have over 32 work orders to do so, but they have to wait until the water department's not using their backhoe to be able to do so. And so after speaking with our streets supervisor, Renee Benavides, he has said that he needs the equipment so that he can go fix these potholes. We have looked at the funding. We can use our street tax money, maintenance tax, because this will only be used by the street department to be able to do so. Now, there's 2 proposals in your package. One, you don't have to go out to bid because we are buying on the buy board, which is a state-approved way to procure information. If you see on the John Deere one, that's the one I'm recommending. You can see the customer discount buy board contract 515-16 of $51,000. So just because we are members of the buy board, we automatically say $51,000 is across the state, but you have to sign up in the city of Floresville as a member. This one actually is really unique because it has the canopy, which was important. As you imagine, this weather is really hot, it's going to be beating down on them, and the total came to $76,495. There's also another position in there, backhoe, with the same thing, but it's a little higher price. But everybody loves John Deere. Everybody likes John Deere, and so this is the best, according to Mr. Dipple, and also it is the best price. And so that's $76,495.48 is what the staff is requesting, and it's funding using street tax, maintenance tax money.
Any questions by the council?
I have a question.
Yes.
How many pieces of equipment do we have in the street department that is being used, that's not broken?
Okay, so the streets department, I went through that analysis with Eli, our maintenance, and now we have everything except for one piece of equipment that he wants, but everything's up and working, but he said this is key for him to have. They have several dump trucks as well, everything's working. We're getting rid of it, having our spring cleaning and putting things on sale in March or April. One of the things that they were worried about is that watering truck. But last year we got a water buffalo, and so he will have all the equipment that he needs to do our streets.
How about that tractor that that they bought for, that was too big?
The maintainer, they're gonna have to use a maintainer. We looked at it, and even when Mark was here, we looked at trading it in for the hours, but we're not gonna recoup our money. And all it means is that it's a really big maintainer, and so they'll have to go down the street. They can't turn around the street, go all the way down the street, turn around, and then come back. But they can be able to use that maintainer. But one of the things I anticipate, so that I know you all want to always have staff in front of you, we'll be having some planning meetings in January on Saturday, and then we can talk about setting up workshops so that council can review some things. The new council members can meet some of our staff, so that we'll have everybody come and present from our finance people to our street people, and we can look at that calendar thing in January.
Any other questions pertaining to the backhoe?
That's the one they need, well,
That's what they need, and it's
I'll
coming
make a
in street
motion.
meetings. Thank you.
I have a motion on the floor by Mr. Jimenez. Do I have a second?
I'll go ahead and second.
Seconded by Mrs. Cantu. Any citizens' comments? If not, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Okay, thank you. Moving on to consideration and action to approve special counsel for May elections, Rios and Associates. Mayor Pro Tem?
Yeah, I wanted to see if we can give the directive to our city attorney Sylvia Rodriguez to consult with Rolando Rios and his associates to pursue the changes of the election to follow and be in keeping with our home rule charter.
I'll second the motion.
I have a motion on the floor, and I have a second. Any citizens' comments pertaining to this? If not, all those in favor, please raise your right hand. Thank you, 5-0. And if I look on it, I know we've been flipping back and forth throughout our agenda. I think that is all the business for today. I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, and a safe one. And this meeting is now adjourned at 7:54. Thank you.